On behalf of all the people of a proud state, I want to extend our most sincere congratulations to the class of 2021. When history looks back on this year's graduates, you will often be remembered for your earning your degree in the shadow of a global pandemic. Normal life came to a screeching halt over the past year, and it forced all of us to pause and reflect on the things that truly matter. Staying apart from friends and family reminded us how much we depend on and need each other to get through the hard times. We were reminded that each day is precious, and many of us vowed to never again take for granted the everyday parts of life. Fortunately, now we are so close to that light at the end of the tunnel when we can put this pandemic behind us. And while we know that we can never reclaim the time we've lost, I hope that as you graduate today, you remember that each of us can make the days ahead count that much more. Congratulations once again to each and every one of you, and best wishes as you begin the next exciting chapter of your lives.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2021 graduation celebration of the universities at Shady Grove. This is the 20th year in which this celebration has been held to honor all of the graduates from the programs offered at USG by its 9 partner universities. My name is Michael Schlitzer, and I am soon to be a graduate of UMBC's Master's Program in Data Science at USG. For the record, this is not my first go-around as a UMBC student. I'm a 1991 alumnus, having earned my undergraduate degree on UMBC's main campus in Catonsville. As did my wife, sister, and 2 brothers-in-law. We're all UMBC alumni. I am thrilled to be a UMBC student again, but as a husband and dad with a busy professional life, I'm especially happy to now be a UMBC student at USG. It is my honor tonight to serve as Master of Ceremonies for this year's virtual USG graduation celebration. We wish we could all be together on this beautiful campus to celebrate, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we hope you all will enjoy our program from the comfort of your home. To get things started, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ann Kademian, Executive Director of USG and Associate Vice Chancellor for the University System of Maryland. Dr. Kademian joined USG in October 2020. Yes, right in the middle of the pandemic. So this is her first time at the helm for a USG graduation celebration. Welcome, Dr. Kademian, and take it away.
Hi everyone. What a great night this is. It's that special time each year when we celebrate all of the incredible students who are graduating from the academic programs represented at USG by our 9 partner universities. As I love to say, 9 universities, 1 campus, great results. But more important than that, great students too. This year, more than 1,000 of those students at USG in both undergraduate and graduate programs will be earning a degree from one of the following universities: Bowie State University, Salisbury University, Towson University, University of Baltimore, University of Maryland, Baltimore, UMBC, University of Maryland, College Park, University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, and University of Maryland Global Campus. It's worth noting, too, that among those more than 1,000 graduates is the very first graduating class of the University of Maryland, Baltimore's first in the nation Masters of Science in Medical Cannabis Science and Therapeutics program from the School of Pharmacy. There are 132 of those graduates in total. For those watching who may not fully understand how things work at USG, all of the graduates we are celebrating will earn their diplomas directly from the university in which they completed their programs, but all share in common the experience of having been an integral part of the richly diverse and vibrant campus community that is USG. Graduates, we are so proud of you and all that you have accomplished in reaching this exciting and life-changing goal. I offer my sincere congratulations to you and to your families and to the faculty members and the staff who played a role in your educational journey to this point. I would also like to acknowledge the 36 outstanding graduates who are being honored this year with the USG Achievement Award. These students represent top program and community contributions across graduate and undergraduate programs offered at USG. Please take time to read about this year's 20 academic achievement, 14 academic and community excellence, and 2 leadership and service winners in the USG Achievement Award booklet posted on our website. As this is my first time to address a class of graduates at USG, I especially want to say what a truly incredible and resilient group you are. You have persevered and succeeded even in the face of a global pandemic that has meant many of you have not even been able to be on the campus for more than a year. Through your perseverance, your resilience, and your tenacity, you have helped all of us to navigate the challenges of what I would describe as nothing short of ground-shifting and legacy-shattering times. On one hand, the past year has been unsettling and daunting, and often painful and fearful. But on the other hand, I think it is providing all of us with an incredible opportunity to reimagine how we do things at school, at work, and in our home lives. It's given us the chance to recalibrate our priorities and to focus clearly on what is most important to each of us as individuals and as a society. For example, we at USG are not just looking at how we return to normal as we continue to move in the direction of putting COVID-19 in the rearview mirror. We are looking at how we can ultimately take what we have learned to improve and even reimagine how we support students in our community so that we are better, smarter, and more efficient. Graduates, not only have you persevered through a pandemic, you have also persisted in your studies while engaging and standing up for your values and your beliefs at a time in which we have seen so many transformative world events. The Black Lives Matter movement and the killings of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Daunte Wright, and too many others. A rash of hate crimes and discrimination of Asian Americans, and a hateful backlash against immigrants of all backgrounds. One of the most volatile and contentious national elections of all times, but one that also saw the hope of a record turnout of voters despite the pandemic. And yes, even an insurrection on the United States Capitol that threatened our very democracy and what we always hail as the hallmark of our democracy, the peaceful transition of power from one presidential administration to the next. Throughout this extraordinary year, you have all been part of what hopefully will go down in history as a time that led to an earnest awakening around the importance of embracing and celebrating diversity, tolerance, inclusion, and equity. At USG, we are firmly committed to each of these values, and we continually honor the amazing diversity, talent, inspiration, and hopefulness of the students we are so proud to serve. Graduates, over the past year or two, you have all endured some amazing, even previously unthinkable things. One reason I think you have been able to do so is because you have shown yourselves to have such an amazing moral compass, a true north, if you will. And I think because of that, you are uniquely positioned to not only succeed professionally, but also to lead us into a very bold and bright future and to make change in the world when and where it is most needed. In recent months, even though we've been operating virtually for the most part, I've had the great pleasure of meeting many of our students, our faculty members, our staff, our incredible board of advisors, university leaders, elected officials, and community and business leaders. Each and every encounter has helped me to see just what an innovative and special institution of higher education USG is, and how the access, affordability, and high-quality services we offer provide so many students of diverse backgrounds with the opportunity to earn a life-changing degree and to realize their career goals. One particular conversation with a visionary CEO of one of Montgomery County's many headquartered biotechnology firms that are developing life-saving breakthroughs keeps ringing in my head. Jeff Galvin, CEO of American Gene Technologies, whose company recently hired 3 graduates straight out of the UMBC Translational Life Sciences Technology program at USG. He told me that he describes students coming out of the programs at USG as, quote, intellectual decathletes. Well, as a former collegiate cross-country and track runner myself, he really caught my attention and put a smile on my face with that phrase, intellectual decathletes. For anyone who may not be familiar with why that term is so significant, the decathlon is the event in the Olympics in which a competing athlete must demonstrate mastery of not 1, but 10 different grueling track and field events. The winner is often called the greatest athlete in the world, Sometimes they show up on a box of Wheaties. So coming from a CEO whose company is potentially on the verge of curing HIV and various forms of cancer, I'd say that is high praise and validation about the quality of a student who has been part of the USG experience. I want to close by thanking all of our amazing speakers for this year's USG graduation celebration, as well as the outstanding committee that planned and coordinated tonight's event. And once again, I want to say congratulations, class of 2021. You did it! Go forward proudly and keep competing as the intellectual decathletes that you truly are. Stay in touch. We hope you will always be proud of your time as a student here and that you will stay connected. You will always be treasured members of the great and growing USG family. Thank you.
Next up is our 2021 student speaker. She will be graduating this month from the University of Maryland Communication Program at USG, and she has some exciting plans just ahead. Those of you who have followed the Around the Grove student blog at USG may already have gotten to know her a bit this year. I think that you will find that she is the quintessential USG success story. So please join me in welcoming Marianelli De Leon.
Fellow students, staff, faculty, family members, and guests, I would like to give thanks to all of you for joining us here virtually to celebrate the class of 2021 from all of the programs offered through the 9 universities at USG. Despite the difficult times of the past year, nothing was going to stop us from celebrating the great accomplishments of our graduating class. I want to share with all of you a journey that began all the way back in 2017, when a recent Northwood High School graduate began her higher education at Montgomery College. To be honest, this really wasn't what she had in mind originally, as she had plans of attending another college to study broadcast journalism, but had to make a last-minute change in her plans when the college didn't respond in time. She was quite upset about that and chose to push forward and pursue her associate's degree in communication studies and then transfer into a university program at the universities at Shady Grove to earn a bachelor's degree. She had the support of family, friends, acquaintances, and the ACES program, which stands for Achieving Collegiate Excellence and Success, in which she participated with during her final 2 years in high school and in the 2 years spent at MC. The USG campus was somewhat familiar to her, as her involvement in the ACES program always took her and other members there for summer programs and campus visits. The ACES team encouraged her to go to USG for her final 2 years, one reason being the cost savings, but also because they would provide her the help she needed to graduate with her bachelor's degree on time, while developing real-life skills that would help her in her career and life. Soon enough, she was accepted into the University of Maryland's communication program at USG and began her final steps towards attaining her degree. Little did she know at the time that the last-minute change she had to make back in 2017 will become one of the greatest decisions in her life. After being accepted into her program at USG, she joined the TERP Transfer Partnership to help her get a feel of what campus life is like and the kinds of opportunities she could find there. She was able to get amazing advice from various USG student centers, such as the Macklin Center for Academic Success and the Center for Student Engagement and Financial Resources. These services helped guide her through her time at USG and continued to provide her with the help she needed based on her circumstances. She obtained a part-time job with the Center for Recruitment and Transfer Access, where she was able to gain work experience while maintaining a close relationship with the faculty she worked with. She even joined the Undergraduate Communication Association, so she can connect with her classmates and create lasting friendships. On top of that, she even became one of the student bloggers for USG Student Blog, Around the Grove, and has created several blog posts for various audiences. But at one point in time, COVID-19, aka coronavirus, was spreading around the world and made its way here and caused a drastic change everywhere. This was a new experience for everyone, including her, and like most people, she was confused, worried, and afraid of what was to come. Unfortunately, at some point during the year, she actually became infected with this virus and had a difficult time coping with the diagnosis. However, the USG community showed empathy and gave her the support she needed through that difficult period. She continued to attend classes, despite the virus telling her to back down and stop resisting the powerful grip it had over her body and mind. Thankfully, she beat the virus and is now here giving this speech. And yes, is about to graduate. We in the USG community have adapted through the adversity by moving most services and classes online for the safety of everyone involved on campus. We made the commitment to each other that if we needed to come to campus for any reason, we would submit to a COVID test to ensure that we weren't infected or wouldn't infect anyone around us. We have come together by creating the USG Emergency Fund, and we're able to raise money for students who needed assistance during this pandemic. For those who gave a donation, no matter how large or small, thank you very much for your assistance. Rest assured that your donation helped one of our classmates in need get the basic necessities during these difficult times. The class of 2021 had to push through the stress of having everything be virtual instead of face-to-face. I know this caused many of us to fall behind on certain classes and made some of us question if all of this will be worth it in the end. Yet, all of our struggles paid off as we are gathered here virtually, celebrating the accomplishments we have made together. So, fellow graduates, be proud of yourselves and of those around you, for we have been resilient. For those who may be wondering, what will happen to the young woman in this story after her undergraduate studies are finished? Well, I'm happy to report that she will continue her higher education with the University of Maryland. However, in the next phase of her journey, she will be attending the prestigious Philip Merrill College of Journalism at College Park to obtain her master's in journalism. She was even presented with a fellowship with the Howard Center for Investigative Journalism, which will pay for her 2 years of graduate studies. And best of all, it will provide her with the experience she needs to pursue her dream of being a well-known investigative journalist. Although we have experienced some good things this past year, we should not forget about the challenges and hardships that so many have faced as well. Some of us have lost loved ones during this pandemic. One notable figure that we in the communication program lost was Bob Coleman. For those who knew Bob, he was truly a professional in his field and a wonderful professor. He made such a difference in the lives of all of his students, and his loss is a huge one. If only he were here to celebrate with us. But I'm sure he's up there somewhere, smiling and having his favorite drink, a rum and coke. Hopefully, you're doing just fine, Bob. We miss you dearly. I want to finish this speech by sharing this quote by Tejano singer Selena Quintanilla Perez, which I feel brings forth the energy of the class of 2021 throughout our college experience. When you get hard work, you get success. We made it possible to get to this point in our lives, and now we are being let loose to conquer the world. But we should thank all of our professors, assistants, faculty, staff, and classmates, and everyone who guided us through our educational journey. Without them, we surely wouldn't be where we are today. They truly have been a blessing to us and our loved ones. So, fellow graduates, please take time to give thanks to those who helped make sure your journey at USG was successful. I wanted to give thanks to all the staff with ACES and CSEF, my communication friends and professors, my parents, my siblings, my loving partner, my close friends, and most of all, thank you USG for being by my side throughout my journey. We did an amazing job, class of 2021. Not even the pandemic was going to stop us. Now let's get out there and show the world who we are and what we're made of. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
This evening's keynote speaker is the U.S. representative for Maryland's 8th Congressional District and a constitutional law professor who served earlier this year as the House manager during the presidential impeachment trial. Congressman Jamie Raskin is in his 3rd term in the House of Representatives and serves on the House Judiciary Committee, the Committee on Oversight and Reform, and the Committee on House Administration. He also serves on the Rules Committee and the Coronavirus Select Subcommittee. Prior to his time in Congress, Mr. Raskin was a 3-term Maryland State Senator. He taught constitutional law at American University's Washington College of Law for more than 25 years. Mr. Raskin has authored several books, including the Washington Post bestseller, Overruling Democracy, The Supreme Court versus the American People, and the highly acclaimed We the Students, Supreme Court Cases for and About America's Students. Like my hero, John Quincy Adams, he is a graduate of Harvard College and Harvard Law School. On behalf of the graduating class and the entire USG community, it's my honor to introduce and welcome Congressman Jamie Raskin.
Dr. Kadimian, distinguished faculty and staff, dear soon-to-be graduates from Bowie State University, Salisbury University, Towson University, University of Baltimore, University of Maryland at Baltimore, University of Maryland College Park, University of Maryland Baltimore County, University of Maryland Eastern Shore, University of Maryland Global Campus, to everyone affiliated with the universities at Shady Grove campus, and above all, to the family members, the moms and dads and uncles and aunts and grandparents, brothers and sisters and friends and loved ones who got these wonderful graduates through. Welcome to this ceremony. Thank you for bringing me to say a few words today. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to be your graduation celebration speaker at USG. And needless to say, I'd love to come back sometime and do it in person to see everybody. Now, I got to start by saying that my children have convinced me that nobody has patience for Zoom speeches anymore, and the only way to get your attention is to do something funny, like a top 10 list. So I hope will be at least a lightly funny top 10 list that I offer in the hopes that you will listen to my one serious point that I'm going to give in my very short speech today. And then I will leave you to your families and your futures and your loved ones and your glorious destinies to celebrate this important day. So to begin with then, here are the top 10 reasons I thought of that you can be glad that you were actually in college during COVID-19, despite all of the terrible difficulties and traumas associated with this period, okay? This is my attempt to be funny about it. Number 10, you could wear the same pair of sweatpants every single day and nobody would ever know. Number 9 is when you were not prepared for class and you got called on, you could simply hit mute and then pretend that somehow your Wi-Fi wasn't working. Number 8, you could silence all of your enemies in class without their ever knowing it. Number 7 is you learned how to raise your hand without raising your arm. Number 6 is the men who did not have time to shave for class could simply throw on a mask. Number 5 is it's a lot easier to get a parking space when you never leave home. Number 4 is you never have to worry about missing the bus or the metro. Number 3 is you will never run out of hand sanitizer for the rest of your life. Number 2 is you could always claim you were too tired from the hydroxychloroquine shots that the former president recommended for you in order to get your homework done. And finally, number 1, you could watch the entire Donald Trump Senate impeachment trial while staring at the screen. Okay, so there's my top 10 list. I hope some of that was enjoyable for you. All joking aside, I do want to take a second to acknowledge the profound difficulties that all of you have faced and endured and weathered during this terrible pandemic. I know many of you got COVID-19. Some of you lost loved ones to this dread disease. Other people lost jobs and incomes, and the whole country experienced tremendous mental and economic health challenges because of the pandemic and the corresponding economic problems that came out of it. So I want to thank you for hanging tough, supporting your families, and I want to thank your families for supporting you. We got through it together and we are almost there. So please, everybody, continue to be careful, continue to show good judgment, get those vaccines if you've not gotten the vaccines, and let's deliver a knockout punch to COVID-19. Better days are here and better days are ahead. And we're coming out of a tough period for our nation, our society, our government. And that leads me to the theme of my speech and the serious point that I want to make today. Many of you know that I've been through the once-in-a-lifetime experience of being the lead impeachment manager sent over by the House of Representatives to the U.S. Senate in prosecuting the impeachment of the former President Donald Trump for inciting a violent insurrection against the Union, against the Congress, in order to overthrow the 2020 presidential election. And I'm not going to relitigate the details of that case. And anybody who wants to go watch the trial, you can see it, you can do it. It ended with a 57-43 verdict in the Senate to convict, which was the most bipartisan presidential impeachment result in the history of the United States. There have been 4 impeachment trials: Andrew Johnson, Bill Clinton, Trump 1 and Trump 2, and this one was by far the most bipartisan, with all of the Democrats voting to impeach and convict, and 17 Republicans in the House and the Senate joining us. But that leads me really to my point. I want to talk about partisanship. And I want to talk about what I will call constitutional patriotism. Partisanship means speaking up for your political party, on behalf of your party and on behalf of its agenda. And I'm somebody who thinks that's a good thing. You know, I want to give 2 cheers for partisanship. I think partisanship is a reflection of the First Amendment. It's a reflection of the fact that we've got the freedom to speak, we've got the right to petition government for redress of grievances, we've got the right to assemble, we've got the right to campaign. And we're in a political system based on elections. And so people are going to divide themselves into different groups that we call parties. That's a good thing. The alternative to partisanship and political parties is living in a one-party dictatorship. None of us wants to live in a one-party dictatorship. A lot of our families have fled countries where there was a one-party dictatorship. So partisanship can be a good thing. Partisanship, or political parties, they organize public opinion. They help to put programs before the public during an election. They help to articulate different platforms. And then once the election's over, the parties help to continue to move the platform forward in the Congress of the United States or in the state legislatures and so on. So far, so good. Now, what's the problem? The problem is if we place our loyalty and allegiance to a political party above our loyalty and allegiance to the nation, all of the people, the common good. Look, the word party comes from the French word parti, which means a part. Our party is just a part of the whole. When we're elected to office, we got to remember our allegiance can't just run to our political party, the people got us elected. Our allegiance is to everybody. It's to the whole country. It's to all of the people. Politicians actually know how to be nonpartisans. You have a problem with your Social Security, your Medicare, your Medicaid, PPP, unemployment benefits at the state level, whatever it is, people call up their congressman. They come to my office in Rockville, my wonderful district office where I've got an amazing staff. And people say, I'm not able to get my VA benefits. I'm not getting my Social Security check. The IRS owes me money. I didn't get my economic stimulus payment, whatever it is. And you know what? We go to bat for them. Every single constituent I have, we go to bat for. We don't care if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, if you're independent. No, I work for everybody. I am the servant of everybody who lives in our district. That's nonpartisan. And I don't think I'm alone. in adopting that attitude. I think the vast majority of members of Congress understand that they're there to serve not their party, but all of the people. And when I'm dealing with something like a gun safety, and I'm fighting for a universal violent criminal background check to keep violent criminals and fugitives and people who shouldn't have firearms from buying them, I'm not doing that to keep Democrats safe, because I'm a Democrat. I'm doing that to keep everybody safe. Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, Greens, Independents, people sick of all the parties, whatever it is, I'm working for everybody, okay? And that's the mentality that we've got to have. I felt that during the impeachment trial, there were some people that placed their political party, their allegiance to a party, or to one guy, which is even worse, above their allegiance to the Constitution and their allegiance to the people. That's a dangerous thing. That's a real problem for democracy. So I hope that we're able to restore what I want to call constitutional patriotism, being a patriot for a constitution. Look, America is not a country that is defined by one race or one ethnicity or one country, common country of origin, or one political party, or one system of belief. No, America is the great melting pot, pluralist country of people from all over the world. People who speak lots of different languages and pray in different ways, or not at all. That's America. We're not defined by one race, one ethnicity, one political party, one country of national origin. We're defined by having one Constitution, one Bill of Rights, one system of law under the Constitution. And if we don't show our devotion to that, all is lost. We were attacked on January 6th. There was an attempt to shut down the Congress of the United States. We were shut down for more than 5 hours. More than 145 Capitol officers, Metropolitan Police Department officers, National Guardsmen and women were injured, hospitalized, because they stormed the Capitol of the United States. That is a central galvanizing opportunity for constitutional patriotism. Everybody should be showing we stand up for our Constitution, for our election, for our democracy. We're not thinking about our political party. We're not thinking about our own campaigns or elections. We're thinking about our country. That's what patriotism is. And constitutional patriotism says we will defend with our lives the processes and the values set forth in our Constitution. So that's all I wanted to say today. Please, you've had such a wonderful experience going to school at USG, whatever program you were in, undergraduate or graduate. You've had a great opportunity. Most Americans never get the opportunity to go to college, to go to graduate school the way you have. And what I'm asking for you is go and have a glorious success in your careers, in your family lives, with your loved ones, but be strong citizens too. Be constitutional patriots. Fight for the values of our country. Fight for our democracy. And with that, I bid you all farewell, happy graduation, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Congressman Raskin, for your inspiring words and for your service to our state and country. Our next presenters are a pretty special group. They are the presidents of the 9 universities represented at USG, along with the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, Dr. Jay Perman.
You know, it's not often we can gather together 9 system presidents, but there's a very good reason they're here with me today. They're here to congratulate their graduates, graduates who've earned a degree from their university while attending the universities at Shady Grove. We're all so very proud of you, and we thought we should tell you in person, or as close to that as we can get. So could I have each president share their congratulations on a job well done?
Universities at Shady Grove, class of 2021, you did it. On behalf of our entire Bowie Bowl campus community, Congratulations. I hope you will take time to celebrate your achievements and to thank those who supported you along your educational journey. Wishing you the very best for a bright future and much continued success. Best wishes.
On behalf of everyone at Salisbury University, I join my fellow presidents in expressing our joyful congratulations and best wishes to our graduates who have earned their degrees while taking courses at the universities at Shady Grove. You are now part of the proud community of SU alumni. Please stay involved and engaged with your alma mater. We'll see you again soon at SU.
I want to congratulate each and every one of the Towson University graduates and their families for achieving this amazing milestone, a Towson University degree. You all did it. Now, go make a difference in your community and always, always remember, you are a Towson Tiger for life.
The entire University of Baltimore community extends its congratulations. Keep climbing higher on that ladder of opportunity and success. All the best to you.
We at UMB are so proud to have helped you achieve this. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Way to go.
Hello, congratulations to the UMBC graduates at Shady Grove, to the class of 2021. You are destined to do great things. We are so proud of you. Felicitación.
On behalf of President Pines, I extend my warmest congratulations to the College Park graduates at the universities at Shady Grove. Welcome to the TERP alumni family.
Students at Shady Grove, on behalf of the university faculty and staff and the other students here at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, we congratulate you on this special day. And we want to encourage you to remember, you are always a Hawk for life. Hawk Pride.
On behalf of the University of Maryland Global Campus team, I would like to congratulate all of the 2021 graduates at the universities at Shady Grove. Go forth and make a difference.
I add my congratulations to the class of 2021. I know you'll all go on to do great things. So let's do this all together, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations!
Our next speaker is, like myself, a UMBC graduate student at USG who is studying cybersecurity. He previously completed an undergraduate degree at USG, also through UMBC. He will be speaking on behalf of the USG Graduate Student Association. So please welcome my friend Francisco Cartagena Bracamonte.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Francisco Cartagena, and I am the Chair of Communications and Outreach for the USG Graduate Student Association, also known as the GSA. The GSA is a student-led organization that advocates on behalf of graduate and professional students at USG. We host events and activities that enhance the student experience and represent all of the graduate institutions that have programs on our campus. I am very proud to be a student at USG. It is not only the home to 9 of the best state universities, it is also a beacon of academic hope for so many. Earlier, when I was an undergraduate student on the USG campus, my experience was outstanding. I had excellent professors, ample resources and support from staff, access to internships and scholarships, and the ability to network and enjoy an active student life experience. My time at USG is what led me to the opportunity to intern for Congressman Jamie Raskin, our awesome keynote speaker for today's celebration. USG is also what led me to my attainment of a full-time job with the City of Gaithersburg as a human resources technician. After an amazing experience serving on the USG Student Council as an undergraduate student from UMBC, I decided to continue my work as a leader of the student body by joining the Graduate Student Association. This past year, we had multiple meetings, both with now retired USG Executive Director Stu Edelstein and Dr. Ann Kademian, our new Executive Director, to discuss graduate student needs. We also provided a graduate student perspective at the Grad School Glow Up and participated in 9 USG and community committees. Personally, I was honored to participate in a podcast with Dr. Kademian, in which I represented graduate students at USG. Next year, while I complete my master's degree, I plan on continuing as an executive board member of the GSA. Some highlights of GSA sponsor and co-sponsor events from this academic year include creating a video with stress relief tips for De-Stress Week, representing the United States at International Night, and organizing a mixer for both graduate and undergraduate social work students. For USG Appreciation Week, this year open to both graduate and undergraduate students, we organized a cooking class, the Dimensions of Diversity training session, and a virtual petting zoo. We also worked closely with the USG administration to ensure that graduate student voices were heard and recognized. Although we have been operating virtually this year, it still has been an incredibly productive and rewarding year, and I am pleased to announce that the Graduate Student Association is presenting a gift to USG on behalf of graduating students in both graduate and professional programs. We have decided to purchase reusable bags for the Grover Essentials Food Pantry. This will allow USG community members to utilize the pantry while reducing the environmental impact. Congratulations, graduates, on the completion of your degrees. I understand all the hard work and dedication that it took to get to this point. I look forward to being in your shoes next year. Special thanks to families, friends, and educators for your continued support.
USG is unique in so many ways, including the fact that its undergraduate student body is led by a student council made up of students from each of the various universities represented at USG. This year's USG Student Council President will soon be a 2021 graduate of Towson University in the elementary and special education program, and soon to be realizing her goal of becoming a school teacher. So please welcome Tiffany Flowers.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. First, I would like to begin by congratulating the 2021 USG graduates. My name is Tiffany Flowers, and I am the USG Student Council President and a Towson University representative on the council. I am a mom of two, and my husband currently serves in the United States Army. I am also a first-generation college student majoring in elementary and special education. My goal upon graduation is to get my master's degree, become a high school principal, and eventually obtain my PhD and lead a higher education institution. During my time at USG, I felt inspired by the encouraging staff to get involved in the lively and diverse community that USG offers. I started my journey by becoming a student ambassador, which led me to launch a student organization called Girls on Fire, a women's empowerment group to inspire young women to foster self-acceptance and self-love. However, I didn't stop there. Last May, I decided to run for and was elected to the role of Student Council President. Over this past year, the Student Council and I have dedicated our time to ensuring students were successful during the school year. We accomplished that by listening and advocating for the student body and their needs at USG. Here is a snapshot of some of the things we accomplished. Advocating for study spaces on campus during the pandemic, raising funds for the Student Involvement Scholarship, which totaled to $500. We launched the Moving Forward Together series, which included 4 separate events that explored some of the urgent issues affecting students, such as systemic racism, COVID-19, education, mental health, and the election. We had 217 people in attendance throughout the series. In addition, we had a virtual election watch party with 32 people in attendance, where we had meaningful discussions regarding the state of our country's social and political issues. We reached 4,934 people through our Facebook interactive posts, including videos, visuals, and polls, with the most engaging posts being our Moving Forward Together series events. We also expanded our visibility on Instagram by creating a new interactive account that included stories and inspirational content to help students get through this year. Our town hall structure was adapted for a virtual environment and included consistent participation from a diverse group of services at USG, which helped increase awareness amongst students. We heard student concerns and created initiatives to increase mental health awareness and career opportunities. We connected and got direct feedback from students at all the 8 undergraduate institutions, which we represented through surveys, meetings, and personalized outreach. We worked hand in hand with USG leadership, first with Dr. Stuart Edelstein before his retirement, and then with Dr. Ann Kademian, our new executive director. We worked with them and other campus leaders to address any concerns and to ensure student services were available virtually and that emergency assistance options were available to all students throughout the pandemic. At this time, I would like to recognize our graduating USG Student Council members. Vice President Joy Adai, Treasurer Hanan Casimiro, Secretary Mahelat Tesfaye, Chair of Events and Initiatives Govina Etwaru, Chair of Advocacy and Outreach Christina Pereira, and our institutional representatives, Kanisha Pope, Christian Figueroa, Eric Lee, Graham Ovington, Henry Mandizzi, Ian Forney, Larissa Ketcha, Meredith Cordero, and Nathan Thambu. I would also like to give a special thanks to Iris Showerman for taking the time to advise our council. You stood by each of us through every event, meeting, and plan of action over the year. You went above and beyond the call of duty, and we couldn't have asked for a better student council advisor, so thank you. To continue with USG's tradition of presenting a class gift that will benefit generations to come, this year our class gift was inspired by all of the challenges we endured as a community. We decided to donate a piece of art highlighting individuals we lost over the past year. It will also highlight some of the work the 2020-2021 Student Council has done at USG. This art piece will feature George Floyd and Breonna Taylor to symbolize the work we did to bring awareness to systemic racism, Vanessa Guillen to honor veterans' lives, University of Maryland communication professor Bob Coleman, who we lost at USG due to the coronavirus, illustrates our work with COVID-19, and Joji Tan, who we recently lost to Asian hate crime. During this year, we needed to have honest discussions about the social issues taking place to move forward together as a community at USG. This art piece is very sentimental to the Student Council. To bring our vision to life, we found a local artist named Duji Charmant. Duji is a DC, Maryland native with Haitian roots who gives a voice to those who are ignored while enlightening others through his artwork. While looking for an artist, it was important that a person of color did this piece to honor the diversity exhibited at USG and in our country. Fellow students, thank you again for allowing me to serve you. It has been an honor working with such talented and driven individuals. At this moment, you should feel a sense of pride. You did not quit even though you had every reason to do so. For that, I am honored to say congratulations to the class of 2021.
The past academic year has been one filled with so many great examples of student successes. And yes, Zooms, Zooms, and more Zooms. It was a bit tough this year to assemble a highlights reel of student activities and events, but thanks to the creativity of our students and the student affairs team at USG, as with everything this year, the show must go on, and it did go on. So check it out.
The USG staff would like to congratulate students graduating from the programs offered at USG for the successful completion of their degree programs. We are all very proud of you.
Yay! Hi, USG and Towson grads. It has been my honor and privilege to be your program director, supervisor, and advisor for the last few years. You've had challenges like no other cohort has ever experienced, and you have risen to the occasion, and we are so proud of you. Congratulations on round one of graduation, and looking forward to celebrating with you again when we can and it's safe to be in person.
Congratulations to all the ACES graduates. Your ACES at USG team is super proud of you.
Graduating during a pandemic is not something to take lightly. Know that your experiences during this time has prepared you for anything to come in the future.
We wish you all the best and know that we're always rooting for you. Congrats again.
UM, BC, UM,
BC,
UM, BC.
Congratulations.
Hi CCJSers, it's Dr. Stickle. I just wanted to wish you a congratulations for all of your hard work, your dedication, your passion. I cannot wait to see what you do next. Best of luck and keep in touch.
Class of 2021, congratulations, way to go. Woo!
On behalf of everyone at the University of Maryland School of Nursing, we wish you all a heartfelt commendation on your well-deserved success. You have survived through some of the toughest times and you have become stronger. We are all so very proud of you. From everyone here, we would like to say
Congratulations,
class of 2021.
Congratulations.
Hey, this is Steve Simon from the Marketing and Communications Office at USG, and I just want to congratulate all of the graduates this year, especially the student leaders who I've had the chance to work with on so many occasions. It's great getting to know you this year. You're going to do fantastic things ahead, and we're really proud of you. Congratulations to everybody, starting with this amazing person right here, Tiffany Flowers, this year's Student Council President. Congratulations to all of the graduates.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lift off!
We have liftoff!
The graduates have launched!
Congratulations to all. You have finished your challenging programs in these challenging times. I'm very excited for you, and I'm sure that with the knowledge you gained here and your proven perseverance, a very bright future awaits you. Congratulations.
Greetings on behalf of the faculty and staff at the Universities of Shady Grove, as well as the faculty and staff at Towson University. You have worked so hard and we are so proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations on graduation. Thank you for your thoughtful contributions to the program. I wish you all the best.
I know how hard each of you worked to reach this milestone throughout your time in the program. I can't believe you are graduating already.
Congratulations on graduating. We can't wait to see all the wonderful things that you achieve after your time in the program.
On behalf of Student and Academic Services, we congratulate our fabulous graduate.
Yay! Congratulations, Student Council. I am so proud of all of you. You have all done such an incredible job this year. It has not been an easy year, so all the more power to all of you. You know, you have done such an amazing job advocating for students, putting on events in response to students' needs. And I could not have had asked for a better Student Council this year. So thank you all so much. Congratulations. I am so proud of you.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Fryer, and I'm the Program Director for the TLST, the Translational Life Science Technology Program. And on behalf of myself, Dr. Wayman, and the other TLST faculty, I would really love to congratulate our graduating seniors, Stefan, Denite, Kat, Larissa, Fio, Noelia, and Hannah. Thank you all so much for your hard work and dedication. I know it's been an experience coming through finishing a degree during a global pandemic. So thank you for sticking in there and sticking with us and all of your hard work.
From the University of Maryland School of Social Work Shady Grove team, we want to wish you congratulations on earning your Master's of Social Work.
Best wishes for a fulfilling social work career.
We're so excited to see what you contribute to the field of social work.
Congratulations from the USG team.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We are so proud of all you've accomplished.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We're so proud of you and can't wait to see what you go on to do.
Congratulations, Public Health Science Terps. We know that you have had a very unusual end to your senior year, but we are so proud of all that you have accomplished in your academic world and everything that you're going to accomplish in the field of public health.
And again, I also want to say a huge congratulations to you all. You've worked so hard, and we know that you're going to do great things in your future, and we can't wait to see what you do. Congratulations.
Congrats to all of the graduates this year, many of whom I first met when you were just prospective students and now you're about to graduate. Congratulations, and a special shout out to the graduating USG student ambassadors. I have no doubt that you will rock your post-graduation plans just like you always have rocked that red polo. Congrats again, everyone.
Lisa and Paul Getz send our warm and well-deserved congratulations to our mentee, Natalie Basilico.
And to all of the Kendall Scholars and the USG graduates of 2021.
Always remember USG.
You worked so hard to get here, and these past accomplishments are yours forever.
And always be bold to seek new challenges on your life's journey of your choosing.
You are indeed our future, and we wish you all the best life has to offer.
Congratulations! Sprinkles!
University of Maryland Biological Sciences Program, class of 2021. You did it. Congratulations. We're so proud of you, and we wish you all the very best.
Congratulations, UMBC social work students.
We are so proud of you.
This has been an incredibly challenging year.
And we've been so impressed with your strength and perseverance.
We wish you the very best in your future endeavors.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
To the class of 2021 at USG, each of you has followed a different path to get to this point.
And today you are celebrating the completion of your degree.
We've enjoyed spending time with you in the library, both in person and online.
We're incredibly proud of your hard work and your accomplishments here on campus.
And we are going to miss you. Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Hi to the PharmD class of 2021 at the Universities of Shady Grove. It's Dr. Layson Wolf, and I'm just wishing you a huge congratulations on your graduation.
To our graduating UMBC Shady Grove Peer Advisory Team members, we are so proud of the leaders that you are and all that you've accomplished during your time at UMBC.
We want to thank you for the time, dedication, and care that you've shared in representing UMBC Shady Grove.
All of you have played a critical role in developing our UMBC Shady Grove community and representing UMBC with retriever pride and true grit.
We will miss you greatly, and yet we are so excited to see where the next steps in your educational, professional, and personal lives take you.
Don't forget to reflect on your embodiment of self, your lollipop moments, and the strength that lies in stepping out of your comfort zone to embrace vulnerability.
And remember that no matter how far you travel, you will always have a family in the peer advisory team and a home at UMBC Shady Grove.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, graduates!
Woo! Yay!
CSEF team here, sending heartfelt congratulations in every way imaginable.
You all hit it out of the park, and I want you to know that I'm your biggest fan.
From Grover, the llama, and me, parabéns!
Mula sa aming puso, maligayang pagtatapos.
We're all so proud of you, everybody. I know you're going to blast off into the sky like a firework.
Elf Mabruk, congratulations.
Mazel tov!
Congratulations! Congratulations on your graduation and best wishes on your next journey.
Congratulations!
Even through a pandemic, the students at USG, with the help of dedicated faculty and staff, have proven themselves to be simply unstoppable. Better days are just ahead, and the future is sure to be even brighter. with the graduates who will be soaring into it. It has been my honor to serve as your MC for this year's graduation celebration, and to close things out, it's my pleasure once again to turn things over to USG Executive Director, Ann Kademian.
Thanks, Michael. Great job, and congratulations to you. I decided to close things out here in my office. I know it's been a long and kind of strange year for everyone, with so much happening remotely. But this fall, we're looking forward to hopefully welcoming students back to campus. And we would love to see all the new alumni too, graduated and vaccinated. Hope to see you all soon at USG. Thanks for being part of this celebration, and good night.